wanted to create a service using ArcPro, and I wanted to do a tree survey with domain set. So I'm going to go ahead and start a map project from scratch, and I've set up a folder that I want to save the project in. I'm going to set it up here. I'm going to go ahead and dock the catalog window and make a folder connection. I've already done that. And I want to rename this. Okay. So the nice thing that makes it really easy is I have a spreadsheet that has my codes and my values. Instead of typing them in, I mean with 4 values it's not a big deal, but if I had 40 or 50 or even 100 different codes based on culvert sizes or culvert material, road width, it'd be really nice to be able to do this without typing in all the domains. So I'm going to do that in Pro. I'm going to go ahead and get a new map. And I am still trying to get familiar with the process. So I think, yeah, it just started a project for me already. Okay. So I am going to first set up my Geodatabase with a new feature data set. And because I want to make a service, I'm not going to use a projection that would work best for the Eugene area, because I'm going to use one of the streamed base maps, which is a requirement if you're creating a service from Pro. So I'm going to go ahead, well, if I'm making an online map. So I'm going to go ahead and just accept the Web Mercator auxiliary. The output geodatabase is that, and I'm going to call it my feature data set this, and hit the run button at the end. And I got the green light, so that should be good. I find there's just quite a bit of lag sometimes with this. So there's my subgroups, and I'm going to create a feature class called trees. And next, I'm going to make a field called type, and that'll be text. And maybe another one called, and that could be float. Okay, so I've got some attributes ready in there. I'm going to go ahead and finish that. And then I'm going to bring the table into my geodatabase, and I can do that in the analysis tools with table to table, or I can just launch that by importing the table. Oops, not there yet. Call my table. And hit run. got the green completed, so that's good. There's my table there. Um, and so now I want to load the domains into the geodatabase. So I'm going to go table to domain. And now my table is in here. I wonder if I can do it from, well, I'm going to go ahead and do it from the one that's in the geodatabase. Might work with the other one as well. Okay, and the code field is the tree height. The value is the value. The workspace means the geodatabase. Some things never change. You still have to do a lot of navigating. Okay, la la la. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and run that. And when I open my geodatabase and choose domains, they're located there. So my domain is called tree height, and I don't have domains for the other attributes. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and make the connection between the domains. Oh, I'm going to save my project. It likes project saving. Okay. And I'm going to make sure, let's open that again. And I didn't get a prompt to save it. Sometimes you get an extra prompt there. So I'm going to insert a new map. And I'm going to add my empty feature class. And now I need to make a connection. So when I open up my attribute table, I see type and diameter. But I really want to do another field with tree height. So, and sometimes that happens after you've created your data and you think of another attribute you want to add. And so I'm just going to go into design fields. And can I undock this guy? No, but I can. Let's see, I think I can move this. Yeah. So I'm going to add a new field. I'm going to call it tree height, or just height. And meters. And then it is text. So I'm setting all of the pieces of my attribute here. And then if I scroll down here, I see the domain. So I can link this now with the tree height domain in my geodatabase. So I'm going to go back to project, save the project. I'm going to close this, save the changes. Okay, and I earlier got into a loop of not saving the project before I tried to save the changes in the geodatabase, and it just didn't work. Okay, so now if I go into edit, nothing happens. There it goes. Slow. Okay, so I want to create a tree. There you go. And I'm sure that's a tree. attribute table, I can use the domain coded values to assign that. And we have to save it and save it. So pretty slick.